Good morning. This is Sarah Honeydew with JNS Biblical Productions in Cape Town, South Africa, to tell you a story today on April 28, 2015. A girl who was kidnapped at birth from the hospital here 17 years ago, and her father with us to tell us how he never lost faith, illustrating the parable told in the book of Matthew, chapter 17, verse 20. If you have faith as small as a mustard seed, nothing will be impossible for you. Please welcome Mr. Ismael Livingtone.
Greetings.
Welcome. Your story of finding your lost daughter after 17 years is a miracle. Please, can you tell us from the beginning about the kidnapping? How could this happen in a big hospital?
Well, Miss Honeydew, it was about 17 years ago when my wife and me had just given birth to our beautiful baby girl that you see here on this photograph. You see it. We named her Amethyst after the purple gemstone. Now, little did my wife know, in the hospital room, there was a woman disguised as a nurse who was sitting by her dad, and also she was sitting by the baby's cot. Now, my wife was pretty groggy from the operation, so she had drifted off to sleep. But when she had awakened from her sleep, there was a staff nurse there to inform her that her little baby girl was gone.
Wow, that is heartbreaking. So, what did you do?
Well, there was a 10-year police investigation which dragged along, but they finally decided to close this case as an unsolved kidnapping. But for me, I never lost my faith. I kept the faith. So what I did was I took this large amethyst stone, as you see here, and I placed it over the mantle of our fireplace. Why? Because I knew my daughter was still alive, and I knew that somehow, in some way, she was coming home. We had 3 other children since then, and our expectation and our anticipation of her return did not change. Now, you know, in Matthew chapter 17, verse 20, where Jesus talks about the mustard seed and how small it is. Here, I have one here. I'll show you one. And you can see it's very small. See that?
Oh, wow, yeah.
See how small and tiny that is? Jesus did state in the Word that if you have faith the size of this mustard seed, you can accomplish great things.
Wow, now that is really showing faith.
Yes.
So, how did this all come to end?
Well, what we did to continue to show our faith, me and the family, every year we would throw this huge birthday party for Amethyst. And what we did was we would take candles for every year since she's been gone. And what we did was we knew and we believed that she was still alive and she was still out there. So we would have her sisters to then blow out these candles.
Well, you sure have shown how much faith that you have. Now let's hear the miracle.
Well, I believe it was a year ago. My next eldest daughter, Ayana, went to school, and she met a friend, and I found it was a coincidence that they were 4 years apart, and that they bonded instantly despite their age difference. I thought that was very interesting.
So something tells me something big's about to happen with this story.
Well, Ayana did share with me and my wife about her new friend. She was pretty excited about meeting her. So I suggested that we all get together and have lunch together at McDonald's. When I met her, I noticed that she looked exactly like my daughter Amethyst. So what I did immediately, I went in contact with the police to see if they would reopen this investigation. Now, my wife, on the other hand, when she met her, she instinctively knew that this was our child as well. So what I said, well, let's have a DNA test done. But she insisted that we didn't have to go that route because we both just knew. You see, a biological mother, of course, knows her own daughter instinctively.
So then, this other woman who kidnapped your daughter,
Mm-hmm.
what's going on with her?
Well, right now, as it stands, I do believe that she is still out on bail
Okay.
until the May 1st of next year, 2016. But after discussing this situation, me and my wife came to a conclusion that we're going to forgive her in spite of it all. Because we come to find that there is peace in forgiveness. Now, our daughter Amethyst, on the other hand, she was not angry. She had no regret. She wasn't angry. She wasn't bitter. But she did appreciate her upbringing. And her sister still had an opportunity to bond through it all. Now, we do know that the state, by law, will do what is necessary to see that justice prevails. But it is our plan not to press any heavy charges against her.
Oh, you guys are very kind and merciful. This is an interesting case to follow in the news. And most interesting, Amethyst has two sets of parents, and your wife and the ones that raised her, illegally, of course. So let's celebrate. What do you guys plan on doing now?
Well, today is Amethyst's birthday.
Oh, happy birthday.
April 28th, 2015. Not only is this a big day for Amethyst, but this is a big day for all of us. So we as the entire family, we want to get together and go out and relax and enjoy ourselves, go out and have some ice cream, and then we're talking about going to visit the Cape Town Zoo.
So I have one more question.
Okay.
What does your family's names mean? You, your wife's, and your daughters?
Well, of course, my name, Ishmael, which is a biblical name, means God hears. And then, of course, my wife, Amaya, her name means admire God. And then my next eldest daughter, Ayana, her name means beautiful blossom. And then, of course, Amethyst's name was given as the birthstone.
Very interesting and appropriate. Faith is the key item that matters here, as summarized in Matthew chapter 17, verse 20. If you have faith, even the size of a mustard seed, there will be nothing that you can't do. This is Sarah Honeydew for JNS Biblical Productions, April 28th, 2015, saying, keep faith.